Hi guys, it's Brianna Renee, and I'm a little uncomfortable because today I'm going to be filming my first rant video, I guess you could say. I don't know, this probably isn't something you're ever gonna see from me again. There's just something I need to talk about. Some of you might have watched the video I did a few weeks ago. It was basically where I would take an Instagram makeup look and I would try it out, and then I would vlog a little bit of that day. And on the second day in that video, I mentioned that basically I was cleaning out a room, filming myself, and I ended up just full on crying and talking to the camera and ranting. And I said I was gonna upload that to my second channel, but I decided not to do that, although it was kind of like an iconic Trisha Paytas moment, literally having a breakdown on the floor. This video is supposed to be fun, but it feels good to cry about it because honestly I haven't cried about it yet. I hope this doesn't seem dumb that I'm crying about DIYs because it is my job, it is my whole life. Like, I literally spend my whole life making these videos. I don't know if I'll be able to do this as a career forever, and that's what I want more than anything in the world. I decided I wanted to refilm that and do it for my main channel because this is something I wanted to talk about and not on my second channel. I want to talk about it on my main channel, but I wanted to do it in a more put together way, I guess, not in a messy room having a breakdown. So basically what I'm going to be ranting about is these big DIY life hack prank channels that are just taking over. The kind of channels I'm talking about are 5-Minute Crafts, Troom Troom, Blossom, Brightside. I think there's more. I'm sure most of you are familiar with these channels, but if you aren't, they're basically these big companies who are just taking over the DIY and life hack genre of YouTube. We have 5-Minute Crafts, which has a bunch of different channels actually. I'm gonna pull up to see how many they actually have. Okay, so 5-Minute Crafts is a channel with about 17 million subscribers, and then they also own 5-Minute Workouts, 5-Minute Crafts Girly, 5-Minute Crafts Kids. They have Brightside, and then there's a bunch of other channels too out there, like Troom Troom I know has multiple channels, Blossom has multiple channels. There's just a bunch of these big companies making DIY and life hack videos. And the reason these channels piss me off a little bit is because they are just completely oversaturating the DIY life hack community and taking it over to the point where there is no room for actual people anymore. I'm looking at the 5-Minute Crafts YouTube channel right now, just the one channel, keep in mind. They have like 5 or 6 channels, I don't know, I just listed them for you, and those were just the DIY and lifestyle channels that I listed. They do have more channels. They have 7-Second Riddles, Slick Slime. Oh, I guess Slick Slime, that would also be a DIY channel, I'd assume. They have a nursery rhyme channel, some kind of learning channel. They own like in total about 10 channels. And all of these channels are uploading videos every few hours. Like here you can see this new video, 13 mind-blowing magic tricks was uploaded 3 hours ago. Before that they have 8 hours ago, 25 crazy useful hacks. Before that they have a glue gun video 14 hours ago. Then they have a saving money video 22 hours ago. Then 1 day ago, 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 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So as you can see, they are just like pumping out content to an extent that no actual person ever could. And again, just one of their channels. They have a bunch of channels, and there's also channels out there that aren't owned by them, like Troom Troom, which has multiple channels. There's Blossom, I'm trying to think of other ones. I know there's 5-Minute Crafts is definitely the biggest one, I'd say, but there's a bunch of these big company channels, and there's new ones coming out all the time. It's just like all these big companies realized, hey, we can make money in this genre, and then they're just pumping out content. Right now I'm on a site called Social Blade, which if you're not familiar with Social Blade, it's a site that every YouTuber, social media influencer person is familiar with. Basically, it is a site that just tracks everyone's growth. It shows you how many subscribers you gain in a day, how many you gained in the month. Whenever you hear a YouTuber, like I know Logan and Jake Paul talk about all the time, they're like, I'm the fastest growing channel on YouTube. Like, the reason they know that is because of Social Blade. Right now, I'm on a section of Social Blade called the How To and Lifestyle section, where basically they just show the top fastest growing channels that are how to, lifestyle, DIY, that kind of thing, and they rank them with how their growth is, how their views is, that kind of thing. Which, if you looked at this 2 years ago, the names you would see would have been like Laura DIY, Alicia Marie, My Life as Ava. You would see actual people on this list. But now, when I look at this list, the top growing channel is 5-Minute Crafts, then it's Brightside, then it's Troom Troom, then it's this other one that I don't know how to pronounce, and it's another channel owned by Troom Troom, and it's just a list of companies. There's no actual people on this list anymore. The first actual person appears on the 14th place, which is Sarah Beauty Corner, which she is one of the few YouTubers who are in this genre that is still killing it. But out of the whole how-to lifestyle genre, out of all the people doing it, the first actual person appears in the 14th place. And after that, the next time you see a person, I think is like around the 40th place with Wenji. Yeah, Wenji is the 42nd place. Pretty much everything above her, as far as I know, is all companies. That makes me really sad. The reason these companies are doing so well is because the YouTube algorithm just loves them. These channels are uploading multiple times a day. Most of them are uploading 5 to 6 times a day. And all the videos are over 10 minutes, which if you're familiar with the YouTube algorithm, YouTube loves long videos, especially ones over 10 minutes. So that's why all their videos are over 10 minutes. The people behind these companies are probably old men in suits who don't care about crafts, who don't care about making DIYs or making videos. They care about making money. They don't care about quality of content. They just want to pump out 10-minute videos 5-6 times a day. Literally no actual person can keep up with that. Like if you look at the top DIY people, we have Laura DIY, we have Wenji, Sarah Beauty Corner. Sarah Beauty Corner makes like 1 video a month. She puts so much work into that video and spends so much time making the crafts and coming up with the best DIYs she possibly can that she literally uploads once a month. We also have Wenji, who is one of the top DIY people who, again, uploads once a week. She could never upload that many times a day. I could never upload that many times a day. It's not humanly possible for us. I remember when Karina Garcia subscribed to me, she had only 30,000 subscribers. This was like 2, maybe 3 years ago, and now she has 7 million. Like, it's crazy how at one point, like, DIY life hack people were just blowing up. Like Natalie's Outlet, I remember when she had 100,000. She now has like 5 million, I want to say, or something like that. Wenji, founder Wenji, had a little over 1 million, now is at 10 million. Like, there was a point in time where DIY channels were just blowing up. There was a time when you would look at this list and there was actually real people on it. I was on the list at one point. There was one month where I got 120,000 subscribers in a month, I want to say, and now for this month I'm in the negatives. And I'm working just as hard on my videos as I was when I got 120,000 in a month. And it's not just me. If you look at all the smaller DIY life hack channels, none of them are growing anymore. YouTube, in my opinion, is a platform for people like me, people who want to create something and share it and then they find an audience, not for old men who decide to start companies about life hacks and DIYs that they don't care about and then make a bunch of money. Like, it's smart and it makes sense and like good for them. Glad you found this money-making machine, but it's sad when it affects people like me. It's like a local farmer trying to compete with Walmart. We are one-man shows compared to these companies with probably 20, 30, maybe even more than that employees. And it especially makes me sad because most of their videos aren't even good. I'm gonna show you guys a clip from the Troom Troom channel and just watch.
Lots of chips make a bad diet. You might turn fat and ugly.
They're literally saying if you eat chips, you're going to get fat and ugly. And that's just one clip. Like, if you watch those channels, the things they say just makes no sense and is weird. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of cringy videos, and I've totally used channels like Troom Troom and 5-Minute Crafts in my titles before trying to get views, because that's the only way I knew how to get views anymore. It seemed impossible. There was at one point, if you look at my channel last year, almost everything I uploaded was getting 1 million views. So it's crazy going from that, getting almost 1 million views on everything I uploaded, or more than that. For example, I got a video with like 5 million views. I have multiple with over 2 million views. Like, I was just getting views. And now it feels like my videos barely break 100K. Like, if you look at my last few videos, the only one that got over 100K was one where I tried Troom Troom pranks. And basically, by making those 5-minute craft videos and Troom Troom videos, I was trying to take something that I viewed as bad and negative and try and make the best of it. Try and you know, use those things to my advantage, try and be smart and not complain about it, because no matter how much I complain about these channels, they're not gonna go away. So that was my attempt at trying to use these channels to my advantage and try and make this work. YouTube is literally my entire life. That is why I was crying on the floor. That is why I was having my Trisha Paytas moment, was because it just felt like everything that I've worked so hard on, everything I've put all my energy, all my time, like my life is spent making these videos. At one point, it felt like all of that work was paying off. People were actually seeing my videos or watching them, they were enjoying them. I was building something, and now it feels like it's all just coming crashing down. I don't do YouTube for the money. When I started, I literally thought that I would get like 1,000 subscribers, maybe. I remember at one point like 10,000 was like my ultimate goal. Like if I ever made it to 10,000 subscribers, I was like, that's like crazy. Like that's everything I've ever dreamed of. I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I grew up watching YouTubers and I wanted to be just like them when I grew up. And now I'm here, and in some ways it's amazing and in other ways it's not. But why I brought up money is because this is my full-time job. Like I said, I spend my entire life making these videos. I put every ounce of me into making these videos. I don't have a social life. I don't hang out with people. I spend my time making videos and editing and coming up with ideas. I'm a very career-driven person, and once I realized that, hey, I'm actually making money from YouTube, I can actually make a career out of this, I just like dropped everything and went full force YouTube. And at one point when I was getting those millions of views on every upload, it was like, wow, I'm making good money. Like this is amazing. And I was like, hey, I have a stable career, awesome, but I don't have a stable career. My money has gone to like 1/5 of what I was making before. And I want to do YouTube more than anything in the world. Like for the next 10 years, if I can make YouTube videos as a job, that's everything. That's everything I've ever wanted. So having this happen is very, very scary, and it makes me mad at these companies. It's like I said, I'm like the local farmer and they're Walmart. Like they're putting the local businesses out of business is what it feels like. I'm currently trying to move to LA, so money is a thing that I need, you know? Like originally I was looking at this apartment, which was my dream apartment. I was so excited and it looked like I could afford it, but now I might have to settle for something that is not as nice, which, you know, it's fine. It's my first ever apartment. It doesn't have to be amazing, but it sucks. It's like I was here and now I'm down here. That's partially why I came out with merch. If you want to buy it, linked down below. I would appreciate it so much. I would love you forever. It would mean a lot to me. And I actually do really like my merch, but part of the reason I came out with that was just because I'm not making money like I was before. This video is kind of coming to a close. Basically, the reason I made it was I just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to share my anger, I guess, towards these companies and share something that I think a lot of DIY channels are struggling with, a lot of life hack, prank channels are struggling with. And I also wanted to kind of tell you guys why I'm going to be changing up my content a little bit. Luckily for me, I am very passionate about making videos, and DIYs and life hacks is just what I chose to film. I grew up watching DIYs and life hack and like those lifestyle girly kind of videos, so when I decided to start my own channel, that's the kind of content I decided to make. But I don't really watch that kind of content as much anymore. Like there's a lot of YouTubers that I'm looking to for inspiration now who make very different content than what I currently make. And when I started my channel 3 years ago, I was a very, very different person. Just to show you guys the growth I've had, I'm gonna put a quick clip of one of my first videos in here. Hey guys, so today I have a very exciting video. I'm gonna be doing back to school life hacks, I guess, or just ways to make your high school experience easier. So as you can tell, that girl is very different from the girl in front of you now. I've changed a lot, but my content hasn't changed that much. It's become better quality and better produced, but the actual ideas are pretty similar. And that's one thing that a lot of really big successful YouTubers that have done this for a long time have talked about, like PewDiePie, Shane Dawson, I know have both mentioned that every single year they like to change up their content a little bit so that they don't get bored, so they don't get in a rut. And I feel like I am in a rut. So I am going to start uploading twice a week instead of once a week, but I am going to be uploading kind of different content than what you're used to. I mentioned this briefly on my Twitter and Instagram that I was going to be changing up content. I mentioned that a few weeks ago and then I just never really followed through with it. But now I'm uploading this video to tell you I am following through with it. I am going to be uploading different videos, which I know you guys didn't subscribe for. I know you subscribed for DIYs and life hacks, but I think this is a change I need to make for my own happiness. I think it's a change I need to make for my channel in the long run. If you only subscribed for DIYs and life hacks, then yeah, you might want to unsubscribe from my channel because I'm not going to be uploading that anymore. I still might upload like testing videos because I do enjoy those and I think they're fun and they show my personality more. But actual like tutorials, I don't think I'm gonna be making those anymore. I'm really excited about this change and I really hope that you guys will support me. But if you don't, there's lots of other DIY life hack channels that you can watch. If you do, I appreciate you so much and love you so much and I'm so thankful for you because this transition is like the scariest thing ever. But I have faith that this is all gonna work out because I literally have no choice but to make it work because I can't see myself being happy doing any other job in the world. I want to make videos, whether it's DIYs and life hacks or whether it's something completely different. I'm going to be happy as long as I'm making content. So I'm excited to do that and I hope that you guys will still like it. It's still going to be girly, it's still going to be fun, it's still going to be stuff that I hope you guys will like. Just, you know, give it a chance, give it a click. Oh, before I go, I did want to shout out some other DIY life hack channels because although I am kind of moving away from the genre, I think it's important to support actual people. So some smaller channels that you guys can watch that do DIY life hack stuff is Alexa May, Sarah Betts, Generation DIY, Cassie Diamond, Ashley Dawn, Caroline Tucker, Jillian Bauer, Haley Williams, Miss Michaela G, and Sasha Morga. Please continue to support actual people because although these companies, they're not like evil or anything, it makes me sad. Like, I miss when YouTube was real people, not companies. It makes me sad that this is the direction it's going and I just want to see these other DIY life hack channels do well. I want to see them succeed and be big and like, it breaks my heart a little bit. Yeah, I will see you guys soon with a brand new video. Bye!